What doing? What thinking?
Um,
Hair science?
I didn't really have the greatest night last night.
Yeah.
Some of it's a blur, but I woke up after throwing myself from the bed. Because I had a nightmare that was pretty bad. And I had like, I would say a panic attack, but it just was just worse than normal. Because I already was having an issue breathing, and then I got worse, and then I ran outside, and I was just laying on steps, bleeding, unable to breathe. I know it was. I blacked out a few times because I just couldn't breathe. I don't know how long it was. By the time I had. It was long enough to the point where the cut on my chin had dried with my hair stuck in it and streaks of blood down my face. So it had to have been like an hour, maybe more. I don't really know how to feel about it. It kind of fucked with me really hard. But I'm sure it'll be okay. I didn't want to wake you up because you were already having a rough night, and I just didn't want to make it worse.
I understand.
shitty part is that I remember everything in vivid detail of what the dream was. And the image that I have of it sucks. And I know it's just my subconscious trying to fuck with me. Especially because the voices got louder and then they didn't. And then it got easier. And then it still is easier, but it's not what it was. But I was walking into the Didion house and it was dark. And the shadows were like moving with me and it was freaky. And as I turned the corner to stand in the living room and the kitchen, my dad's voice was the loudest thing in my head. To the point where his like voice was just ricocheting off my brain and it was making my skull vibrate. And then I turned and looked down the hall to the bedroom, and AJ was standing there, pale, duty gear, the day that she died, and shirt ripped, vest ripped, right where, bleeding from where she had stabbed. So her eyes were like these hollow, they were just like hollow. They weren't even there. And she just kind of stared at me. And we stared at each other. And she basically just... She looked at me and said, "How could you?" And then when I went to reply, she approached me, grabbed me by the chin, very hard. I think that's when I fell out. Or I hit something on my chin, because I actually have a bruise and a cut. But she gripped my chin. And she essentially just kept repeating the same thing. That my father was right. That I let her die. It was some shitty things, actually. I think my subconscious is playing into the guilt that I told you about the other day.
Mm-hmm.
She was just basically like, "I hope you're happy." Because you let me die so that you can move on. Which is not true. But hearing it is just another thing. And I don't really know how I feel. I'm just kind of tired of everything. I'm tired of people being fucking annoying, and probies need to be taken out, and stepping up and doing it, but them keep telling. I keep being requested by probies to be taken out. Maybe because I'm training lead and everyone wants to train, get at least one shift in with me, which is fine. It's just an added pressure I don't really want nor need because I'm already doing a bajillion other things. And then I have McSwagger, who's constantly telling me that if I ever quit the department, everybody would revolt and it would go very badly and SAS would fall apart. And I asked him if it was okay if I took 3 days off, and he says everyone will probably be okay, but I'm not sure. And it just made me worry more about even stepping away. And then Tello's being fucking weird, and Halstead's thing is still in the process of being finished. And I was just kind of over it. So that's why I offered tonight, because I just did not, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I get that. You know, not too long ago, you would have done the complete opposite. And instead of stepping away and taking a break, you probably would have shoved yourself more deeper into the shitstorm. And that's a huge level of growth that I'm very proud to see you've done.
Hmm. Dumb question.
Dumb answer.
If you say peachy, I swear to fuck. How are you doing today?
I was definitely peachy this morning. Um, but uh, the isolation of an island makes it better. I have no responsibilities here besides myself.
True. Besides that, though, how are you actually doing?
I'm coping. Um, I'm trying not too hard to think about things. I didn't sleep the best last night. I ended up getting up at one point to take the dogs out, and I had to deal with that chaos, which I can't really complain because that's a better chaos than what's going on in my mind.
How long you want to stay?
Um, I don't really know. I guess a day or two should be fine.
Okay.
In a very weird and kind of skewed way, it kind of reminds me of home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember as many ramshackle homes or questionable facilities.
Maybe they do cook, maybe they don't. Yeah.
Who knows? Cocaine, meth, who knows? Funny as fuck. Um, but like, just there's so much more vegetation and there's so much more pristine water. Uh, I don't know. It's not a mess like everything is over there. And you can actually hear birds and crickets and all the other things that are just lacking in the entirety of that. Like even like out in Bumfuck County, you don't hear this shit.
That's true.
And our house, well, not as large and somewhat extravagant of this, was in a similar location. We're right by the cliff, off a long road and a beaten path. I think that's kind of why I miss it so much, or I like this so much.
Better than a couch on a hill.
Look, Couch on the Hill is special.
Yeah, but it's just still on stupid soil, so I mean,
I think your department will be fine for 3 days without you.
I know they will. McSwagger's just dramatic.
He is a bit dramatic.
It doesn't help me feel better though, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing to myself, where I say if I leave, my department's gonna crumble, which it's a double-edged sword because it means you're important, you're integral to the part of your department. At the same time, you're so integral that everything hinges on you.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be okay. We can pasture them from, I don't know, this is what, 6, 7 miles away from the, the other place? That's fine.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm the new SASP mom, apparently.
Was there a SAS mom before?
No, I'm just the brand spanking new one because besides Eden, I'm the only female in command.
Wow.
And Supervisor Plus, actually.
Yep.
That's so fucking bad. Shepard wants us to promote Luna, but I'm like, dog, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah. That's just Angel and me. Over.
Yeah, I know.
I get it. It's kind of annoying. Because I kind of feel like I have to yell louder just to get through their thick skulls.
Female. It's especially annoying when it's all males everywhere else. They're more stubborn when it comes to certain things. So, There was a guy today in the cells that apparently was being fucking creepy and an asshole and sovereign citizen slash SOP checker for Win and Theo.
Ew.
And they decided. I mean, he kind of did it to himself, honestly. But he pissed him off to the point where Theo is now writing like 10 subpoenas for all of his shit. They're going to see what they could do with it. But he was like being an asshole for no reason other than the fact that they were females. Being a weird flirt and also like saying weird things like he had drugs and all this other shit. So they're like, fuck you, we're subpoenaing all your shit. Have fun. So it was very weird to be riding my motorcycle around before work today and getting a text that was like, hey, by the way, I'm in the car with Theo. And then Theo texted me, I'm in a car with Win. And I was like, dog, is it 2021 again? What's going on? Because for the first time, my moms are actually getting along. Not to sound like a divorced kid, but... And Theo's call sign, which I didn't tell her, is Staten's old call sign. So it's kind of a weird, thing right now, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, before he moved over.
Yep. 327. So, it's funny. But I don't think Wynn's gonna tell her. So I'm not gonna tell her. So we're just gonna pretend like it does. It's fine. Man. So it's easier on the island, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's bitching at me or moaning at me or needs my attention every 5 seconds. I don't have to worry about people that I don't want to run into showing up.
True.
And if I just want to break down and have a conniption, I can do that. Or I can go swim in the water or do anything else that doesn't require me to behave in a manner that, that I have to be when public.
Mm-hmm. Can you not go far where the sharks are, please, for the love of God, if you do go swimming? I can't. I can only go so far to rescue you, dog.
Okay, we won't go too far.
That's the rule. We cannot get severely injured on this trip. We have to prove it to ourselves that we can do it.
In case it's the person that was to parkour off the roof.
Listen, I did it without falling. Yeah, the other day.
What?
So.
No, you definitely fell once.
I don't have my feet though.
Yeah, I definitely
You
fell.
did not. You did not land on your feet.
No, I'm not a cat.
Um. Theo, has been checking on me religiously the last day and a half. I don't know why, but
It's just a Theo thing. Theo's mom. Moms check people, make sure they're okay.
she sent me here, I'll show you because it's easier.
Okay.
It's the most chaotic picture, and it's roads in the background slumped over.
Oh, here comes the rain.
Nice. You gonna be around after?
I can't be in.
What?
Fuck. It's spooky season, and I want a spooky season phone background, but I also don't want to get rid of my current background. Pick.
Make your phone. Do an orange phone.
You're right.
I got you. What's your current background?
So like the way you asked that. It's orange. It's BK orange. feel like the birds are having a conniption fit right now.
Oh, I thought that was just me. I was a little freaked out.
You know, they definitely having issues.
Sounds like a bunch of chicks just screaming. Wait, like
Ew.
like baby chicks.
Yeah. No, I got it. Oh, my log pung's parked. Nice.
Did you anchor it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I told you, there needs to be a proper boat around you.
Honestly, there should be, but
But I feel like that would entice more people to.
exactly.
Yeah. Pros and cons.
Yeah, you need to be able to have like an escape plan kind of thing.
Yeah, ain't no way I'm swimming, dog.
Right, respectfully, if I can barely handle it going over the water in a boat, you think I'm gonna be able to swim in it?
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm gonna become fucking shark bait.